For years, fans have been enjoying Pawn Stars, the reality show about the Harrison family and their famed gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. But this isn't even the family's first taste of TV stardom, as they were previously featured on both Comedy Central and PBS. And before that, the cast members each had long and interesting lives and careers outside of television. Surprised? Here's a look at the Pawn Stars before all the fame. The Old Man. Richard Benjamin Harrison, better known as the Old Man, was born on March 4, 1941 in Danville, Virginia, to what his son Rick described in his 2011 memoir License to Pawn as dirt poor white trash left to survive on their wits. He helped the family make ends meet by driving a school bus at the age of 14, which had to be pretty surreal for the other kids on the bus. In 1960, Richard's life changed drastically. Just before his marriage to a girl named Joanne Rue, who he met at a barn dance, Richard was arrested for stealing a car. Instead of serving jail time, he chose to join the Navy. He served for 20 years, eventually moving the family to the naval hub of San Diego, where he and his wife took up real estate. But when the housing market collapsed in the early 80s, he decided to switch careers, moving his family to Las Vegas to focus on buying and selling gold. And the rest, as they say, is history. Rick Harrison. The charismatic face of Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison's early life was a struggle. Diagnosed with epilepsy at age 8, Rick was confined to his bed for treatment and found his escape in reading and eventually in drugs, which began with a joint in the 4th grade. By the time the family moved to Las Vegas, Rick had become a slick wheeler dealer, selling fake Gucci bags to pay the bills. He quit that gig to help the Old Man open a pawn shop, but there was one problem. Local laws banned pawn shops inside the city limits, until the city's population hit 250,000 people. That delayed the dream, but didn't end it, and in 1988, the gold and silver pawn shop opened its doors with an initial investment of just $10,000. Big Hoss. Born to Rick on April 27, 1983, when Rick was just 18, Corey's childhood took place almost entirely inside the gold and silver pawn shop. He started working at the shop at the age of 9, eventually turning that entry-level position at the store, polishing jewelry, into a managerial position with a 5% cut and the promise of taking over the family business once Rick and the Old Man retire. In 2011, the Big Hoss got a lot smaller, shedding close to 200 pounds thanks to a gastric lap band surgery and dietary changes designed to help stave off the possibility of diabetes. Good job, Big Hoss. Chumlee. The goofy honorary member of the family who always seems a step away from getting fired, Austin Chumlee Russell, was born on September 8, 1982. His nickname of Chumlee came from the cartoon Tennessee Tuxedo, Chumlee being the walrus sidekick of the titular Penguin lead.
Now, Chumlee, will you please toss up the sports section?
I'll bring it myself.
A childhood friend of Corey's, Chumlee joined the staff of the Gold and Silver when he was 21 and has been a constant presence at the shop ever since, including at the Harrisons' Christmas dinner. The Harrisons love to make light of their friend and his semi-frequent lapses in judgment.
They just make Cuban cigars in America.
Chumlee, that's probably one of the dumbest things she ever said.
Despite that, or perhaps because of it, he's widely considered the most popular member of the group, with the shop's own profile page claiming girls get nervous around him, like perhaps One Direction or the Biebs has just walked into the room. Take that with a grain of salt, of course, but there's no denying that Chum is an aid to the Harrisons, especially with his knowledge of games, pinball machines, and sneakers. By God, that man loves his sneakers.
So this is a lot of my collection, but it's not really it. This isn't everything.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this other cool stuff we know you'll love too.